morning, and their fifth grade banquet was on Monday, and so they got done a little bit early. But I do want you to know, as the teachers come up here and they present, they will be given a cross pin to the student who was nominated Christian Character, and they will be given an Award of Excellence pin to the Student of the Year nominee. So I wanted to give you a little bit of context on that. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Bailey, and she's going to do our first grade awards.
All right, well, good morning. Of course, brand new teacher to the school goes first, so I'm not sure how everything normally goes. But I'm just going to go kind of quickly. I do have 18 kids in my class this year. So, but I do want to start off by saying thank you to my parents. I know half of you are here. I do have a lot of my class that are missing, but thank you for supporting me this year. It was a learning curve as I came here, and I know I didn't do everything right, but I do appreciate all of the support that you gave to me with anything and everything that I asked. I do appreciate it. I want to say thank you to my class. I'm going to try my best not to cry, but thank you to my class. Y'all were amazing, and I'm really going to miss you. So let me say this really quick. In the classrooms, they all still have their folder, and there's more of a detailed thank you note in there and a couple other kind of goodies for them. So if you are taking your child afterwards, stop by the classroom. It's on their desk. They just go in there and pick it up, and then you're free to go. But our Christian Character nominee this year, I chose Dallas Rice. So Dallas, if you'll come up here, and he gets the cross pin. And then our Student of the Year nominee was Hannah Ellick. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're going to try to go in alphabetical order. I think that I have done this right. So if I can have Hector Jr. Aguiar come up. We call him Junior, and Junior got AB Honor Roll this year. And then I did some fun awards. So he got the Octopus Award. And Junior knows this and everyone in our class, but it says, to the student who was always ready to lend a helping hand in our classroom, thank you for your kindness and generosity. And every week we had classroom jobs. So I chose different ones for classroom jobs, and they all kind of went in order, but it was always, Miss Bailey, if they go home, can I sweep? Miss Bailey, if they go home, can I clean the chalkboard? So I really appreciate that, Junior, and he was always willing to do anything that I asked and even more than I asked. So here's your award. All right, next up is Pierce Brock. And Pierce got A Honor Roll this quarter, and then Pierce got the Taco Award. Now, this says to the student who is very social in our classroom, you surely can taco about anything with us. And I enjoyed our conversation. Pierce loved to tell stories, and anytime we would write in creative writing, he always wanted to be the first one to tell his stories, and he did very, very well. So here you go, Pierce. Okay, next up is Joshua Cephas. And Joshua, I'm proud to let you know you made A Honor Roll, so you have another golden apple. Every time he was like, I really hope I get the golden apple, Miss Bailey. And Joshua got our OW Award. So this says, to the student who was a hoot to have in our classroom, you are very funny and tell great jokes and stories. And I was always texting Joshua's mom saying, he cracked me up, he cracked me up. This is what happened today. And I wanted to give you an eggshell award, but I was afraid you wouldn't like it. So I chose the OW. It was a big egg right here for cracking the egg, cracking me up. But I was afraid he wouldn't like it, so I stuck with the OW.
I like eggs.
Oh, you like eggs? Oh, well, I took a picture of it. I'll send it to your mama. All right, and then I have Anaya Deku. Anaya also got A Honor Roll this year, and then Anaya got our Apple Award. And this is the student who loves to learn, help their classmates, and would make a wonderful teacher one day. One of the last days of school, we had kind of finished up maybe last week, and she said, Miss Bailey, I really want to do some papers. And it was always, Miss Bailey, can I do some papers? Miss Bailey, can I do some papers? So she is going to be a wonderful leader and a teacher one day. So here's your apple. All right, and then next is Hannah Ellick. Hannah also received a honor roll this quarter, and she has the Unicorn Award. And her award is to the student who truly is one of a kind and is a friend to all. You are an amazing person with a kind heart. And Hannah is very quiet, but the students love her and she loves them. And a lot of times when you get students in that are very quiet, I always watch them during recess. And their personality just blooms during recess. And so Hannah, here's your Unicorn Award. And Anthony Faust is not here today, but he received the Popcorn Award. And Anthony always was popping up to ask me a question. A lot of times during lunch, we'd be sitting there, and I would be looking this way, talking to somebody, and then I'd turn, and he was right there. And he would always ask me questions about airplanes. Miss Bailey, do you know what color this airplane is, Miss Bailey? And Joshua one day was like, that airplane's yellow. So Anthony was drawing a picture of an airplane, so we looked it up, and sure enough, whatever airplane it was yellow. But Anthony was always there just popping up out of nowhere asking me a question. Noah Gritton, he is not here today either. They're on vacation. But Noah received a honor roll. He received the highest GPA in math. And he received the highest GPA in Bible. And then Noah's fun award, everything's sticking together, is the Honeybee Award. And he was a student who always was working hard. He was a quick thinker, and he was very bright. So he received the Honeybee Award. Next is Weston Heldreth, and he's not here today, but he received the Grape Award. And Weston was also one of those students who was a bunch of fun to have in the classroom. And he would laugh and get the kids laughing, and I would have to calm him and Joshua down. They sat right beside each other. So they were always, or across from each other, they were always just laughing. And Hannah Jimenez, she is not here, but Hannah received the Butterfly Award this year, and this one was the student who was our class social butterfly. She was very friendly and outgoing and very kind, and she was wonderful to have in the class this year. Najee Johnson, he's also not here today, but he received AB Honor Roll this year, and I hate he's not here. This was his first time on AB Honor Roll, and he worked so very hard, so I gave him the Plant Award. And this says, to the student who has shown the most growth this year. He's grown so much as a learner, and it says that he makes me very proud. But he worked really, really hard this last quarter and brought up a lot of his grades, and I'm very proud of him. Warren Kringle is also not here. He got the A Honor Roll, and he got our Pencil Award. And this says, to the student who is a wonderful writer. I loved reading all of your stories. You have made me so proud. And any time that we did creative writing, we did a couple small books towards the end of the year, and I always loved to hear his stories because he would use his imagination. Sometimes it would be real, and sometimes it would be completely made up, and they were always so wonderful. Sally Linsana. Now, when I first came to school, Sally was known as Lua. So I was calling her Lua, 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 and she came to me one day and she said, Miss Bailey, I want to be called by my first name, Sally. And I said, okay, but if I change it, I'm not going to change it again because I'll get confused. So we called her Sally. So Sally received her A Honor Roll, and she also received the Bubble Award. And Sally has a big heart and has such a bubbly personality. She always shows kindness, and she has one of the best smiles. And so Sally, here's your Bubble Award. I'm trying to go quickly, I'm sorry. We have Hajaden Linghat, and he's not here. He is sick today, but he has A Honor Roll, and then he received the Balloon Award. And Jaden was also one of those students. He was very quiet. He would barely ever speak to me, but he would always raise his hand whenever I would ask a question or we would read something, and he was always, he was very, very smart. He was just very quiet, but he was another one of those that in play and recess, he would come out of his shell. And so this says, to the student who is full of wonderful thoughts and is ready to soar into the next grade, we have Natalie Lomu. Natalie also received A Honor Roll this quarter. She received the highest GPA for spelling, so she has a spelling award. And then her special award is the Cupcake Award. To the student who is as sweet as a cupcake to everyone around them, it was a treat to have you in our class, Natalie, and we love you, and I'm gonna miss everyone this year. So there's your cupcake award. Caleb Peterson, he's not here today, but he received AB Honor Roll, and then Caleb received the Elephant Award. And this was the award for the student who was full of knowledge and never forgets anything. And Caleb would know things that I did not know. And he would just quietly raise his hand and say, Miss Bailey, do you know about this? Miss Bailey, do you know about this? He was very, very smart. And not our last one, I'm sorry, almost. Amara Quick. Amara received our AB Honor Roll for this quarter, and her fun award is the Ice Cream Award. And this says, to the student who was one cool kid, you are wonderful, sweet, and I will surely miss having you in my classroom. Dallas Rice. Dallas received A Honor Roll, and he received the Diamond Award. Now, a lot of these awards I could have given to several students, and I had two that I was thinking about for Dallas, and I could not sleep last night because I did not know what award to give Dallas. So I talked to a couple of teachers, and we went back and forth, and all of us settled on this award. So this is the Diamond Award, and this says, to the student who is a true gem in our classroom, you have a quiet and humble spirit. And Dallas, I appreciate you so much. Diamond Award. And lastly is Miss Lily Rice. Lily received AB Honor Roll this quarter, and she received the Koala Award. And this one is to the student who gives the best hugs. You are gentle and calm, and I will miss your kindness. Just about every morning when she would come in, she would put her things away, and then she'd run up to me and give me a hug. And even if we started the day and I was teaching, she would say, Miss Bailey, huggy, I forgot my hug. And she would always run up and give me a hug, and I'm really going to miss that. So anytime you see me next year, you run and give me a hug, okay? All right. All right, that is it. Thank you.
All right, well, good morning and welcome. I just want to start off just by saying I don't usually have a lot to say, but I'm going to surprise a few people this morning, and I do have some notes. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to the parents, as Miss Bailey's already said, and we couldn't do this without you and trusting us with your children here. And I'm going to try not to cry, too. But let's start off with our Christian Character Award. Our nominee was Daniel Peterson. Come on up, Daniel. All right, and our Student of the Year nominee was Aubrey Bailey. And I just want to say, read this. I'm going to read it so that I don't have a crying spell, hopefully. But high-strung, busy, and wild are a few of the adjectives that some might use to describe the second grade class. But caring, friendly, loving, sympathetic, and warm-hearted is the best way to describe them. They're definitely a team, and they have been a blessing to me this year. Ms. Blaylock talks a lot about wanting students to get into the idea of SLA family and leaving a legacy one day. And this team is all in. The second grade class has such a caring heart. And just a few examples of this is when we're walking about campus, if they see a speck of trash somewhere, they're going to pick it up. Then we go to the gym, and after a ball game and the bleachers were out, they begged before they even would go and play, could they go clean the bleachers? And when somebody needed a Band-Aid, 4 of them went and helped put one on. And when it was time for snack and somebody didn't have one that day, they would divide what they had into as many pieces as was needed for somebody else to have one. We also had the opportunity, they wanted to do things back when Dr. Jade, during missions, started talking about giving each class a missionary, and they gave us a missionary, and we wrote to that missionary, but that wasn't enough for them. They wanted to do more. So I got a list of the shut-ins from the church, and they wrote letters each month to them, and they sent them off, and we got to hear back from a lot of those shut-ins. And they shut-ins told us that they were glad that somebody here was praying for them and that they hadn't been forgotten. And this class really cares. And I just hope that they carry this on, and they've had a real impact on me. I've been teaching for 20 plus years, and this is the best year. And I just want to say thank you guys. And my prayer for them is that they would continue to have a servant's heart, and they won't give up on what they've started here. Okay. All right, and we also did some schoolwork, so we'll go ahead and go through the certificates that they got. We didn't just write letters and pick up trash or carry things to lost and found, but they actually worked very hard. So I'm going to start off, and we'll do alphabetical order as well. I want to call up Aubrey Bailey as our first. Aubrey Bailey was on A honor roll, so she gets the A honor roll certificate. Aubrey also gets the highest GPA in penmanship, so she gets the handwriting award. Aubrey also gets the highest GPA in spelling, so she gets the award for spelling. Aubrey also gets the highest GPA in math, so she'll get the math award for second grade. And Aubrey also gets the highest GPA in phonics, so she'll get the language arts award. Good job, Aubrey. All right. Lucas Dang is not here today, but he gets AB honor roll. And I gave Lucas the artist award. He always wanted to sneak out a piece of paper and his markers and his pens and write and draw, and he was very talented in that area. I'll go Maxine Day. Maxine gets A honor roll for the fourth 9 weeks. Wait on Maxine. Maxine also gets the Leader of the Pack award. Maxine was very good. She was the only girl in the class last year for the most part until Hannah came along, and then this year Aubrey came and helped her out. But Maxine is the leader. If anybody says anything, they go to Maxine. What does Maxine want to do today? How does Maxine feel about this? So Maxine gets the Leader of the Pack award. Good job, Maxine. David Garcia Geary. David gets the AB honor roll for the fourth quarter, and David gets the Caring Classmate award. David has a huge heart, and if anybody ever needed anything and David had it, he would give it right to them, no questions asked. Even if it left him with nothing, he would give it away. Good job, David. Jeremy Jimenez is not here today, but he received AB honor roll. And Jeremy got the Soccer Star Award. Jeremy brought his soccer ball to school every day, and anytime he could go anywhere with his soccer ball, it went with him, and he is going to be a very talented soccer player as he grows. Vihan Killaru. Vihan gets the A honor roll for the fourth quarter, and Vihan gets the highest GPA in reading. And the highest GPA in Bible. Mateus Lopez. Mateus gets AB honor roll for the fourth quarter. And good job. Mateus gets the Tidy Desk Award. Mateus kept his desk clean, never had anything out of place, and if he ever had any question of someone else's desk being a mess, he was right there to take care of them for him. He was always begging me to do desk checks. Could he please go and do it? So Mateus, you get the Tidy Desk Award. Good job, buddy. Solomon Mayo.
Yes, Solomon.
Solomon gets AB honor roll for fourth quarter. Solomon, wait, buddy. And Solomon gets the STEM Superstar. Solomon was all about going to STEM class. He loved it, and he lived for it. So good job, Solomon.
Yes, Solomon.
Daniel Peterson. Daniel gets A honor roll for fourth quarter. And Daniel also gets the Social Studies Award. Daniel could tell you things about in history class that I didn't even know, and Just like Mrs. Bailey said about his brother Caleb, they are very smart little boys, and congratulations. And congratulations to all of you. Thank you, guys.
This is totally off cuff, but I think that it's appropriate to say you're the first people to hear that next year Miss Glenda Robinson is going to be our elementary assistant principal. And I think that her heart and how she responded to this class and everything that she just said is a great testament to what a wonderful job she's going to do next year. So I just wanted to let you guys know that and give her a round of applause. And now we got this little sweet pea, Miss McCormick.
Good morning. I will kind of just repeat what Glenda said about this class that I had this year. Going in, I knew that they were going to be busy. I knew that they were going to be eager to learn, and I knew I had to be on my game. So I just love every one of them. They look after each other as well, and there's times we're just like a family. At the beginning of the year, I told them, I said, in this classroom, we're a family from day one, and it doesn't stop at the end of the year. I'm always here. Whenever you leave, and you go to 4th grade or 5th grade or graduate and get married and come back, I'm here. We're still family. And like family, they had fights and they spats and they had disagreements and they had moments that they just loved each other and they loved to hate each other at times, but we worked through it like a family. So they really have worked hard, and I am pleased to say that everyone in my class this quarter made honor roll. And that is... And I did not tell any of them this beforehand because I wanted to see their reactions. They have worked so hard. We tutored every Tuesday, and the ones that showed up, it was amazing. We worked through things. We would rework tests and quizzes, and we would go over things and ask questions until I was just spent. I would go home and just go straight to bed. But they did it, and it's going to show today in the awards. My award for Christian character, my nominee was Jordan Jarrett. So Jordan is the most loving, kind student I think I've ever had. I've never heard her argue with anybody in the class. Whatever she has, she shares it, and she gives, and she doesn't expect anything back. She just wants to help. So this is for you, Jordan. I also had to vote for a student of the year, and so I had a lot of criteria that I needed to go to figure it out. And this student was here every day, just about even days than she was sick. Not a fever, but just not feeling well with allergies. She was here. She always liked to help. She was my go-to when I needed something, and she never questioned, and that is Lexi Donner. All right, now for our awards, I'm going to call you in alphabetical order, and this student came to us this year new, and he worked so hard, tirelessly, and this is A honor roll for Eli Blackley. Eli also got my Hardest Worker Award for working diligently from the beginning of the year until now, and he never got frustrated or gave up. So these are for you. Next is AB Honor Roll, and I just love this little girl. She is just, if you know her, you'll know what I mean, but she is just fashionable. She knows everything, all the cool stuff, and she was very respectful, and that is Chloe Davis. Chloe also got my Computer Whiz Award for knowing about technology and helping me when I got stuck, and that was quite a bit if you know me. She also got my handwriting award, cursive and print, because she has the best cursive handwriting that I have seen in a long time. So this is for Chloe. Colin Lexi again. She got A honor roll for the quarter. She worked really hard, and she loves history, so I gave her the Social Studies History Award. Next is Mercedes Guzman Valenzuela. She got A honor roll. She is my beaming bookworm. She loves to read and learn. Every time we learned about a new person in history, she had to go get that book and learn about them because she had to be the one to tell me everything about that person, especially Harriet Tubman. She also got my highest reading grade average. She loves to read. She got one of the highest spelling averages. She actually went to the spelling bee and represented the school. So these are for Mercedes. All right. Next is Jordan Jarrett. She got A honor roll this time around. Jordan has worked hard, and she is a quiet giant. She's not somebody who talks a whole lot. She's very quiet, and it may take her a little bit to finish what she's doing, but once she's done and you ask her questions, she knows it. So she got my Active Listener Award, listening and doing what's asked and never once complaining. She also got my Overall Academic Improvement Award because she just has blossomed this year, and I'm so proud of her. Next is kind of a superstar if you watch Fox 8 in the mornings. For pro cover, this is Carson Krebs. He got an A honor roll. He also gets my Outstanding Student Award for always doing his best at every subject and pretty much rocking it. Next is Zachary Lawrence. He got A honor roll. Zachary also gets my Sharing Star Award. He's always willing to share what he could with his classmates, especially Vladimir. That's his buddy. All right, next is A Genius in a Body. This is Aiden McGowan. He gets A honor roll. He also gets the Bible Award. He also gets the Excellent Author Award. Now, this one is because we did creative writing every day, and once I introduced it to them and told some stories from this mind, he took off with it. And whenever I would say, let's get ready for language, he would say, well, wait a minute, where's creative writing, Mrs. McCormick? Are we going to do? Can it be interactive? Can it be a comic strip? And finally, I just said, Aiden, whatever you want it to be, honey. But whatever he wrote was so good. And I would hang them out in the hallway for people to see. And one day, Mr. Mondel came by and said, who wrote this story? And I said, well, that would be Aiden. He says, he is so good. So y'all look out. He may be an author one day. He also has the highest average in language, highest average in math, one of the highest reading grade averages, because I had a lot of good readers. He has the highest average in science, one of the highest in spelling. So this is my Aiden. Congratulations. Next is my little Jamaican man, Vladimir. He got A honor roll, and I promise you, that's what I called him every day because he was always telling me facts about Jamaica. Miss McCormick, did you know that this fruit only grows in Jamaica? Did you know that there's only this bug in Jamaica? And one time when he went to Jamaica, he came back with a mug from Jamaica for me. So I love that. He's also my classroom helper, always helping me out in the classroom, holding the doors for me, checking on me each morning, always had to give me a hug. When I fell on our field trip, he got to where, well, him and Zachary and a few others would fight over who was going to hold the door and wait at the bottom of the stairs for Hop-Along to get down. So he also gets my improvement award for reading and comprehension. So congratulations, Vladimir. Next is Shara K. Shara K. Slater. Shara K. got the A honor roll. She also got the certificate of good conduct for the entire school day. She was always doing her work. She was always doing her best. She's also very quiet, and I'd have to tell her to speak up a little bit when she read, but she did really good, and I'm so proud of her. All right. Next is Winnie Soku. Winnie gets a honor roll. She also gets one of my highest reading grade averages. And for my little fun award, I had to throw it in, Winnie. I hope you don't mind. It's the Best Singer Award. Every day in my classroom, I would have Christian music playing, and no matter what song it was, I could look out and I would hear somebody singing the words verbatim, and it was Winnie. And so she got my Best Singer Award, and sometimes we sang together. The next student is, I truly love this kid. He's amazing. This is for Quincy. Quincy Todd. He got all A honor roll this time. He worked very, very hard. We worked very hard together through the frustration and the questions we weeded out. He finally got it, you know. And that is truly what a teacher loves. I love that light bulb moment where it just goes off and they get it. And you're like, oh, we finally got there. We finally got there. So he also got my certificate of achievement for asking for help when he needed it. And that is a lot, especially for a third grader, because, you know, you don't want people to think that, well, they don't know what they're doing. But Quincy did not have a problem asking questions. And because of that, a lot of other kids opened up and asked questions as well. So thank you for that, Quincy. He also got one of my highest reading grade average awards. Quincy is a reader, and he would beg to read more than he should at a time. And sometimes I would oblige him because he just read that good. So, next is Joshua Uefo. Joshua gets a honor roll, and he also gets my certificate of achievement for spelling and history. This kid is dangerous in Sparkle. He loves to spell, and he knows his history facts. So these are for you, Joshua. I have one for some for Elijah Williams, and he's not here today. He got a honor roll. He also got one of my most improved overall students. He's worked really hard in the classroom as well, and coming to tutoring and just asking questions. And last, he got the improvement award in reading and math as well. So Elijah is not with us today. And last but not least is my baby, Ari. Ari Wilson. Ari came to this school this year brand new. I don't think she had ever been in school. She was homeschooled, and so I had a lot of things. We had a lot of things that we had to deal with, socialization and all that, but that didn't take long because she is a social butterfly. And she loves everybody, but we'll get to that. She has worked really hard, and she's got a honor roll. She also has my improvement award for reading and math because she worked so hard. She came for tutoring. She asked for help. And I just couldn't be more proud of her. The last one that I gave her, her fun award, as Miss Bailey called them, is the Being Kind award. And if you know Ari, then you know that she's always got a smile on her face. And you know that if someone's hurting or someone is sad, Ari is right there. And I'm going to tell you, she's a prayer warrior. So this is for you, Ari. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I want to ask Miss Blaylock, do I get the Quiet Giant Award? Do I get that? Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, can they come up here? Y'all walk up here with me. I have got lots to say. I did not do all of the little individual awards. They've all looked at me and said, hey, did I get this? Did I get that? I didn't do all of that because I didn't know I could. But anyway, one thing that I would like to say is that I had a pastor say one time, has it ever occurred to you that nothing ever occurs to God? And that is one thing that I have thought about because I was in place for such a time as this with this class. There's no mistakes. There's no, I was in place for such a time as this. I believe that with all of my heart as I stand here in front of you. Did we have struggles in the beginning of this? Oh, did we ever? But most of them was because of me, not because of them. But one thing that I can say that I absolutely love about being here and that I love about this class, and nobody knows this but us, is the many, 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 many times that we stopped exactly what we were doing and we prayed. We stopped and we prayed for whatever had come to my heart or whatever was on their heart. I remember the first week that I was here, Logan, I guess, was kind of having a panic attack. This is my very first week, and he comes up to me and he's like, my chest is hurting, and I just feel like somebody's going to bust through that door. Well, we know where that feeling and those thoughts were coming from, and we were able to stop right then. Guys, let's stop. This is the enemy. Let's pray. And that's the way our class has been this entire year. Not only did we stop and pray for them, but there was several times, I'm not trying to point anybody else, but there have been several times that Ephraim has said, Miss Penny, can we pray for you? I'm not kidding. And I would say, absolutely. And they would come around me. They didn't sit in their desk. They came around me. Some were on their knees, and they were praying for me, my class. So this is what I have had this year. I have had the most wonderful time with them. I've had the greatest experiences with them, and God knew exactly what class I needed to put me in this year. I'm sorry, this is popping. So anyway, this is how I feel about them. They have been wonderful. They have been helpers. They have guided me. They have made me coffee. They have just been right there. They want to carry my things. They've just taken care of me this year. So it's just been absolutely wonderful to be in the class with these children. And we had, 14 when I started, and 2 have had to leave for various reasons, but we've had 12 of us, and I've loved it. It has been wonderful. They are awesome class, so whoever's getting 4th grade next year, they're going to be awesome. You're going to love it. So this year, my Christian Character Award nominee went to Kinsley Ellis. I do not think she is here, but anyway, she was just a perfect example. She just was rounded, very rounded in everything that we did. So she got that. And then my Student of the Year award, and I don't think she's here either. Huh? Okay, was Addison Tolbert. She got my Student of the Year award. Okay, so with all of that said, this year, Noah Dixon got the highest average in Bible. We'll give him that. Stay right there. He also received the highest reading average in our class. He also got the highest language arts average. Okay, and this one is for Addison for history. Okay, Noah also won the highest grade point average in math. And then in spelling, we had several. Noah won the highest spelling average, one of them. Addison won one of the highest spelling, and George Payne won one of the highest spelling averages. And Noah Dixon won the highest grade point average in science. Okay? So, and we gave out a most improved award this year, and that went to Kinsley Ellis. Okay, so now, if I can get my fingers to work. All right, Noah Dixon won A honor roll. Good job, Noah. I think I've got 2 papers here. Maybe. Okay, get them apart. I can't. Okay, Addison Tolbert won A honor roll for 4th quarter. Thank you, sir. George Payne got, thank you, A honor roll. See how they help me? They just have to stay on top of it. Okay, and then AB honor roll, I have Ephraim Deku, Elias Dvorak, Sarah, and Joy Shueko. Okay. And of course, I have lots of things I could stand up here and say about, who would win the SAS award. And some of you already know who that would be. I've got dancers, I've got singers, I've got helps. I mean, I had Hope, for one, is one of the ones that would be right there to help me do anything. Miss Penny, do you need me to help you with anything? Do I need to do, whatever? But they've all been like that. I've just had a tremendous year with a tremendous class, and I thank Miss Blaylock for the opportunity to be able to be here with them. Thank you. That can go down. Thank you. I love you.
And those were fantastic stories. I wish I had those, but your kids come to me for PE, and when they hit the door about 1,000 miles an hour. So I don't have any of those awesome stories. I just have crazy kids, but I had a blast. This is my name is Lee Bailey. I'm the PE teacher. Thank you for that, whoever that was. But I had a fun year. I enjoyed elementary PE. We had a lot of laughs. They heard me raise my voice a few times, aka 3rd grade. But I had a lot of fun. I do have a few awards to give out. As they know, I had 2 rules in my class. Keep your hands to yourself, and when I talk, you don't. But as far as showing up, having fun, participating, for 1st grade, we have Lily Rice. Great job, Lily. There's your award. For 2nd grade, I know people are going to say what they want to, but when I came here, it's been an honor to one, be at this school, and two, get to watch my daughter grow. I know it may be a little partial towards my kid, but she did everything I asked. I was harder on her than I was harder on any of them. Trying not to be partial, but she did what she was told. When I'm having to tell Solomon to get back online. But for second grade, the award goes to Aubrey Bailey. Third grade is one of my favorite third graders. Every time, the minute they'd run in, she'd make a beeline for me and give me a hug. And we always had fun. We talked about hockey a little bit. And the third grade award goes to Lexi Donner. And our fourth grade goes to somebody that, as the year went on, we kind of had a little bit more fun together. I ended up coaching her in basketball as much as Ephraim thinks he's going to get this award. This award for fourth grade is going to go to Joyce Uwefo. Good job. Thank y'all, teachers. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity. I know it was only for 40 minutes every Tuesday, but I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to next year and see what God has for me next year. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Susan Higginbotham, and I got to have library time this year, and it was our library opened up, and if you haven't had a chance to go see it, and Miss Day should be up here with me because she was the master of helping with our library and getting all our books arranged and so forth. And if you have any books at your home that, oh, hey, we're not reading anymore or whatever, be sure and talk to me or talk to Miss Day about seeing if it could be something that could be in our library. And like others have said, we have a lot of students that really love a good book. So I picked those that have participated in library as my Library Star students. This was very difficult because I had the good fortune of being able to go in the classes or go in the library and be with each class, and we just huddle around a good book and talk about different authors. So as I call your name, if you will come up here and stand, and I'll add, and then I'll give out everybody's certificates. My first graders, Natalie Lomu. Second grade, Daniel Peterson. Third grade, Jordan Jarrett. And fourth grade, Elias Dorvac. I also am the EC coordinator, and I had groups this year and worked with each class, and I have some star readers this year who participated and just really were my reader rockets, striving high. And for first grade, the students that are here today are Amara Quick and Lily Rice. The third graders are Jordan Jarrett, Vladimir Mowat, Ari Wilson. And my fourth grade, striving high in reading, are Logan Banks, Hope Eagle, and Brittany Nostring. Thank you. I, too, have really enjoyed being here and look forward to next year. And if you have any questions in regards to your students, come see me. I'm usually here. Thank you.
I am the one that is going to get that wonderful fourth grade class coming up into fifth grade next year. I have the art awards to hand out first grade through fourth grade. We have Natalie Lomu. Jeremy Jimenez. Not here today. Aiden McGowan, and he left. Sarah Siffiset in fourth grade. She also placed in fine arts for her artwork.
All right, I'm going to do Miss Key's awards for STEM. Miss Key did STEM once a week with the second, third, fourth, and fifth grade. So I've got the second grade outstanding STEM student goes to Solomon. He didn't jump that time. That scared him a little bit the first time. He didn't want to admit it. Third grade outstanding STEM student goes to Elijah Blackley. They already left. See, that's why I told them these awards were at the end. And the outstanding STEM student for fourth grade goes to George Payne. I also have my Spanish awards. So I got to do Spanish with kindergarten through fifth grade once a week. Felt like I didn't get to as much with fourth and fifth grade because it was Fridays and between field trips and different things like that. We didn't always get to have Spanish, but we had a good time when we had it. Usually had a good time. For first grade, my outstanding Spanish student, and this was every single, my alarm's going off. Or somebody's is. Sorry. I have so many alarms set on my phone throughout the day that when I hear that alarm, I'm like, turn my alarm off. Sorry. So every single Spanish class except for one, this student came in and was fired up. And in K-5 in first grade, we do a lot of, in second and third grade too, we do a lot of videos and a lot of music, and we learn songs that help us to learn words, make associations, because that's the easiest way for them to learn. So I feel like if I got everybody in elementary up here that we could sing the Spanish alphabet for you, we could, they've got like 6 different songs that they could sing. And anyway, this girl loves to sing. She loves to dance. She would be making up dances for the songs that didn't have dances. If they had dances, I'll be like, what is she doing back there? And she would be doing the same motions that the animated character on the video is doing. And there was one time she came in and she was very sad and down, and I was like, what is wrong? And I called her mama to come get her because that's how involved she was in Spanish that I knew something was off. But that goes to, who you think that is? Yeah, Amara. I'm just kidding. Give that to Lily. All right, second grade. My second grade award goes to just another, and she would come in and she would say, "Can you tell me what the name of that video is? Because I'm going to watch it again when I get home and make sure that I know it." And so you're welcome, Wendy, for all the Spanish videos that are probably in your YouTube. But that goes to Maxine. And then, so second and third grade Spanish was always very loud. And I did that one in the conference room because they had chapel going on while we were doing Spanish. And there were a few times that I would forget to close the door all the way, and Miss Gail would get up and she would help me remember to close the door. And but the good group, right? Lots of energy, talkative, and sometimes that comes out being busy and being talkative. But I had this one young man, he would be locked in most of the time. He'd be locked in on what was going on, and I don't know if that's because he really actually enjoyed Spanish or if he just had enough, maybe himself. Maybe he was just using it as a time to decompress. But he always had my back. He always asked me for a hug. He's a good guy, and that's Joshua Uwifo. And I have a mistake on this certificate, so I am going to go fix it. But my Spanish student, and you can come up here and I'm going to give you a hug and then I'm going to go fix your certificate. This student in fourth grade is just such a lovely girl. And I think that you could make an argument that she could be Christian character, she could be a leader, she could be most improved, and I really do think from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, so much improvement around her grades. I got to teach fourth grade history, and she would ask such good questions. So and that carried over even into Spanish, like locking in, paying attention. And I could have given this to a number of them, but I am going to give my Spanish award for fourth grade to Khadijah. I may mess up. I'll fix it. Okay, is that everything? I think that's everything. My goodness. So thank you so much for being here, spending this hour with us. It's crazy that we've just reduced an entire school year into an hour of awards. And we appreciate it. Thank you so much. I say it often. I'll never stop saying it. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to educate your kids. And not just to educate them, but I think it means so much more to us. An opportunity to know them, to love them, to partner with you, to shore up the foundation that you're trying to lay at home. It means the world to us, and we love you guys and are looking forward to seeing you in August, but not before June and July. And so we'll see you August the 8th is our open house. If you need anything in the meantime, you know where to find us. And I guess that's it. Happy summer, and we love you.